Okay, we're live. Welcome everybody to this live stream today. We're going to look at the crypto crash. We're going to examine the damage, and we're going to look at altcoins. We'll look at macro. We'll look at bond yields. We'll look at whatever, metals, whatever you guys want to look at. But just wanted to say to everybody out there who has sustained some losses, like myself, that it's been a rough couple of days. I feel you. I don't even know how I was able to muster up the the courage to do this live stream today, but I just felt like I needed to, and so here I am. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys in a second. But before we get started, you guys who already know me, just retweet this out. Let people know there's a live stream going on where we're going to cover the market. We're going to analyze the market prices today, and we'll talk about a little bit about what caused the crash as well. So retweet this out, like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you have to do to let the algorithm know, so you can help my channel grow. So I'm about to share my screen with you now, and we're going to jump right into it. So hopefully you can see at this point, we are looking at my Twitter page. Make sure you're following me on here. I was trying to do a t-shirt giveaway. I said if we got 25 likes, we'd get a t-shirt giveaway. We got like 24 likes. For some reason, the 25th person didn't want to like. And, I'll just leave it at that. So if you want it, here it is. If you want to get into the raffle for a free Cardano t-shirt, make sure you'll go in here. We need 3 more likes. All right, so let's get into the charts. And also remember, I'm also doing reports as well. If you want to learn Cardano, if you want to master Cardano, the best way to do that is by signing up for the free reports and reading the materials that we are delivering to you. And those materials are going to give you the most direct path to learning Cardano. We're looking at Bitcoin right now, looking at Bitcoin, and it's looking really ugly. I know you don't want to see it, so I'm not going to spend too much time looking at it. We already know what the heck happened. We were in this downward descending channel here, and we just completely fell out of it. So no need to go into it any further than that. Levels that I'm looking at as far as where balance is going to happen, I think the obvious next level here is going to be pretty much at the 61% retracement mark from the previous move, which is going to be around 29,000. So I'm looking at a bounce at around 29,000, but it could easily go to the 786 line. The next level of support would be 17,000 or 18,000, and then things get really ugly. We can be looking at Bitcoin reverting back to its previous price range of like $4,000, like COVID levels. And I think it's very unlikely, but after what I've seen happen over the last couple of days, I never want to say never when it comes to crypto. Yeah, it's been painful. I've lost a lot of money myself. I kept on saying that I'm a perma bull, and I have to pay the price for that. And so I've lost a lot of money. I've sustained a lot of losses, both realized and unrealized losses. But this is life, and it's only going to make you and me stronger. Let's look at dominance, because I think this will give you a better idea of what's going on here. I like looking at dominance because it tells you which coins are outperforming. So at the top, Bitcoin will always be sort of the king, and it's sort of steady. We can see this. Let's do the 12-hour view here. We can see that Bitcoin really has been flat. And if anything, it's gone up in dominance. That's what happens during a crash. Altcoins will sell off more than Bitcoin. Ethereum also seems to be flat in terms of maintaining its sort of position in the market. But the one that's really interesting, BNB is also flat. The one that's really interesting is Luna. And we already know what happened. The peg of the UST Luna stablecoin was completely obliterated. I think I don't have it on one of my charts here, but I can look it up on CoinGecko here in a second. One sec. can get my browser window to work properly. So we look at CoinGecko here and we look at what happened with UST. We'll see, I think it's at 85 cents. It's supposed to be $1. It's supposed to be pegged to $1. And that's not, it's completely, it's ridiculous. It's 79 cents. I don't think it's over yet. There's been a bounce here at around 70 cents. This is supposed to be a stable coin. This is like a new concept that was invented by the Luna Foundation, and it sounded skimpy from the beginning. And yeah, so it sounded like a good idea, but on paper, but on reality, it broke. So that's what we're looking at in terms of, and the reason why the crypto crash has been so severe is because the crypto crash, sort of a chain reaction of events happened where the Luna Foundation was forced to liquidate all of its Bitcoins, causing the crash to go down even further and making things as ugly as it is today. So moving on to the altcoin dominance chart that I have. This kind of tells you like which altcoins are outperforming. They're all dying right now, basically, but ETH is, the king of altcoins right now. It's sort of sustained its position better than any of the other altcoins over the last few days and weeks. And so ADA comes after that, and sort of the order of things has sort of maintained itself, as you can see. But the bigger, the micro cap altcoins are just, falling off a cliff. I also want to take some time to look at the Cardano altcoins. So the way you do that is you just go over to Wesley Swap, and you go to their website. There we go. You go to their Trade Now page, and then you can just open up the charts. And I like to look at the charts of the higher volume tokens. So we'll open up the first, 5, 6, 7. Not looking too good for the altcoins either. They're dipping versus ADA. Liquid finance seems to be sort of holding its range here. Pavia declining, growth declining, Meld declining. AADA looks like it's also declining, and it had like a serious crash earlier. Dana seems to be flat, and Giro looks like it just came out, so it doesn't really have much history there. So, and Revuto at what asset classes sort of outperform. Looks like oil, dollars, and gold have been the winners this year, and everything else just nothing good to really talk about there. Looking at from 2022 to today, year to date, and you can see that oil, dollars, and gold above, under, not good, but this is crypto. The cycle will come anew, and we'll see levels of growth that sort of look like more like this, where if you zoom out to 2018, did 1,800% versus everything else at its peak. So let's leave it at that. So yeah, I have to share, unfortunately, but we're looking at a bounce on Bitcoin at about 20, hopefully before 29,000. If it doesn't catch there, we could see much lower prices. ADA, 63 cents today. Never thought I'd be saying that, but again, I'm learning, never say never in crypto. got a serious rejection trying to escape the channel here. And it's all down since there. Next level for ADA, probably going to be in the 50-cent range. I don't have a long history of the chart here, but 50 cents. ADA BTC seems to be holding, but not, if it loses this level, I mean, it could be a long way down. It could go down to 500 sats. Really bad news. But on the flip side, you could be seeing an 8,000 sat, 9,000, 10,000 Satoshi ADA. It could be years away. It could be months away. No, there's no telling at this point, but I think we've got a little bit more down to go before we can see some up, but I'll be keeping an eye on it. ETH, ADA ETH, surprisingly hasn't been too bad, but I mean, it's been going downhill for quite a while. And it doesn't look like a recovery is anytime soon. So we'll have to monitor that. All right, so I think really Luna is the only other chart that I want. I kind of already showed it to you. I mean, it just looks like the end of the world for Luna. I think it lost 50% in like a day, which is really bad. But it's been bad overall. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but that's just the way it is. I have to deliver it. Okay, so I think we'll leave it at that for today. It's been a short sort of review of the crypto markets. Looking for a bounce here. I'll do another live stream with Lofus Crypto when he's available to do on-chain analysis. Remember, the Cardano guy Twitter page. Sign up to get notifications of free reports, free bonuses, things like that. Like the video, comment, subscribe, retweet. Do help me grow this channel. I appreciate you. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.